could take it as a joke. Be hearing slot from them nervous white folks. Don't trip, I like those that don't trip out my skin or my lips or my goals. When E.T. had phone home, he called me like, hold on. I came back to pick my mans up, plan to jump another planet. God let me ball, God let me Andre the Giant. In the rap game, I'm so defiant, cause I'm not being violent. Whatever, man, I gotta get my together, man. Predict the rain like the weather, man. Predict them days getting better, man. We got this. God let me ball, God let me ball. Get a crib that's high as a scraper. Ball like a Laker. The Lakers ball like the ball. I'm about my paycheck. By my mama crib where she got no neighbors. Ball and it's slow for you. When I ball, I told you I would ball. Yeah, now I ball. And I might not see you later. And do my favor. God let me ball.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder facing the New Orleans Pelicans. And Paul gets it to go.
Yeah, these are the shots Paul hunts for. He is so confident at this range.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Left side Paul. Here's Ingram. And Davis slams it home.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
And SGA gets it to go.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Paul. Here's Ingram. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Dort for three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Paul with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Pass to Ingram, and here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down!
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's SGA. Davis with a rebound. Now Ingram. Davis a screen. Pulls it in from the elbow. Cousins uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Paul with a steal. Now the Pelicans in transition. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Paul's got his second basket.
Oh, the crafty nature of Paul. Just finding ways to capitalize when the break is on.
SGA can't get it to go. Here's Holiday. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Hartenstein with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Paul. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Davis. The kick out to Paul. From 9 feet. And he gets the jumper to drop. Paul's got 6.
Yeah, and despite his relative lack of size, CP very crafty finishing inside.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
They set the screen. High post Davis. Back to Paul. Over SGA. And Paul gets it to go. Give him 8.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul of the game. 1:10 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've got to tighten up the ball control. That pass was just too easy to defend.
Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Davis with the block. Here's Paul. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Quick thinking pays off for Paul. The defense just wasn't ready for a swift pull-up J. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
The Pelicans lead by 3. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren outside. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story for the Pelicans. He put together 10 points in the quarter.
The Thunder, 15.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there, the communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
Pass to Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Cousins down low. Give him 8. And here's the fast break. And here's SGA outside. Nails it from 3. SGA's got 9 points.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Into the lineup for defender, number 15.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Can't get it to fall. New Orleans leading by 7. Paul with it. Watched by Wallace. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. And SGA throws it down.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Right wing. Now Cousins. He's got 11. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Here's a 3 from Paul. They get it again. Cousins gets the bucket. And now a 10-point New Orleans lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pelicans.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Pass to Paul. Shoots over SGA. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Screen by Holmgren. Ooh, Shea, what touch!
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Paul. Outside Ingram. Launches a 3. The Thunder pull it in. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half of basketball. Dort's shot is good.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
And Davis slams it home.
Now that's exactly what you want to see. Aggressive basketball at its best.
Punched it home with as much power as he could. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Pass to Cousins. And stolen by Holmgren. Down low. The big finish by Holmgren.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And that's just grown man strength from Cousins there. Able to fend off the physical defense. Nice play.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Davis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Right there, you see one of the many ways AD can beat you with his craft.
Thunder trail by 6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's SGA. Count it. Good. SGA's got 21.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Free throw line jumper. That's good on the jumper. Paul's got 4 points this quarter. Got it off in time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Back to Holmgren. Fires from deep. 4-3, Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And that one good. Paul's got 18 points in the game. Here's Hartenstein. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. Lets it go from 14. And again, it's Chris Paul.
Yeah, everything is running through CP3 tonight. The team goes the way he goes.
Shoots from 14. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
The Thunder making a switch here. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. 9-point game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Paul looking over the floor to the paint. AD doing what he does.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Here's SGA, and the shot goes down. SGA's got 4 points now in the quarter.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. The 3 from Holmgren. And Davis with the block. Here's SGA. Ooh, strong finish, SGA. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And Davis slams it home.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're gonna get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Here's Paul. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Pass to Wallace. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams misses. The Pelicans lead by 7. To the inside. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
You know, the best thing about AD is he can contribute in every statistical category.
Back to Holmgren. Shoots from 14. And the shot goes in. Holmgren's got 10.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Outside Paul. Davis a screen. And it's Paul off the drive. Rejected by Holmgren. They retain possession. 4 on the clock. Second chance effort. Paul can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Wallace. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Williams' shot is good.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Paul. The putback. Williams grabs the board. Inside. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
To the middle. Here's Davis. Off target at the rim. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll...
The Thunder, 57.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Floats one, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dort outside to tie it up. He buries it from 3. And it's all knotted up.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Oklahoma City substitution. Number 55, Isaiah.
Now here's McCain. On the wing, Wallace. Pass to Williams. To take the lead. Wallace misses. Here's Paul. An easy 2 on the layup. Paul's got 22.
On the drive, Paul is just so dynamic. Defenses can't find a way to stop him.
And he comes up with a bucket.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You can't forget to box out Dort. When you do, he looks to score on the offensive glass.
Here's Paul. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
Great positioning on the putback. Hartenstein's gotten 4 this quarter.
Great anticipation on the tip-in. He was ready to make that play. Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. The Thunder making a switch here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. They set the pick. Outside Ingram. Fires the three. Oh, it misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
And count it.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Gets a hand on it. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Here's SGA. Now Holmgren. Now Hartenstein. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. It's stolen by SGA. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside Holmgren. From deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
He launches. Davis active on the offensive glass.
Oh, man, he plays with a relentless motor in clutch time, too. Davis always wants the ball in his hands.
Now the Pelicans in transition. It's good! What a J!
Wow, that takes steady nerve right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Double team on SGA. Davis pulls it down.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Paul fires! Cleared away by Hartenstein. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Oklahoma City now. It's a one-point game.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Outside Paul. Outside Ingram. And he nails it!
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Outside Dort, takes a three, misses the three! The Pelicans call timeout. Chris Paul, time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. from about 16. Yes, sir!
You just have to love that Paul creates for his guys and himself. He's got a great eye for finding his own looks.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. That's off.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Up top, Paul. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City trailing. SGA cashes in from 18.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Here's Paul.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Outside Ingram. Unloads. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Here's Oklahoma City now. Dort fires. Yes, sir, with the three.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Outside Ingram. Now Paul. Outside Ingram. Let's loose for three. Oh, ho, ho. That's a man on a mission right there.
With all the attention AB draws, if Davis moves the ball, good things will happen.
Now Dort jacks up a three. Oh, it's off.
Well, he just wanted the ball more than anybody else. That's a great rebound.
Chris Paul cashes in from 18.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Here's Dort. And stolen by Holiday. Ingram with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Paul outside. 14 feet away. It's good! They trail by 3.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
Fearless. Holmgren wants to take those big shots. Wow.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul, and they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. It was touch and go there for a while.
Just